got one of the all-time greats in my opinion in the house right now, dog. One of Chattanooga's very own, man. My dog YGTUT, man. Holla at the people, man. How you doing?
What it do, Berlinski? I'm good, man. I'm just enjoying life, just trying to elevate everything. How about you?
I'm good, man. I can't complain at all. Doing the same thing, trying to elevate every day. You feel me?
Love that.
Yeah, man. So like, let's start from the beginning, basically. Chattanooga, Tennessee, bruh. What was it like for you coming up early days, Chat?
Chattanooga, Tennessee. My background, like my dad is like a known pastor, and he was preaching at this church called Olivet Baptist Church. So like, growing up, my upbringing, like at first I was like, I ain't singing the choir, but I played the drums. So I was playing the drums, and then as I got older, probably about 13 or 14, that's when I ended up, getting into rap music and stuff like that. My dad, he had took me to this Jamaican cuisine restaurant ran by this guy named Jeezy. He was like really like a known dope man in the area or whatever.
Yeah.
And long story short, that's how my first recording session happened. Like all throughout life though, like I would, just be drawn to like music, instruments and stuff like that. But like that day, I ended up, like it was some dude in the room smoking the Blackie Mile. He's like, oh, do you rap? I'm like 13, 14 years old. I'm like, yeah, I do, da-da-da-da, lying like a motherfucker. And then so I go in there and then do like some freestyle, some verse. My dad, he finishes meeting, come finding me or whatever. Shortly after, that restaurant ended up getting raided, and I guess Jeezy told my dad, to take all that equipment and give it to me. Yeah. And that's kind of like my introduction into rap, how I got into rap in the first place. So shout out to Jeezy, rest in peace. Yeah.
For sure, man. That's kind of a cool, crazy little story though. You know what I'm saying? Like being able to get past that equipment, like you speaking on you being a rapper, not even knowing at that moment that's really what your path was gonna be.
And the equipment actually came from Too Short. Like so I had like my first microphone was like Too Short's like old microphone. I know he had like a studio down here in Atlanta and shit like that. And he had homies up the way in Chattanooga that ain't nothing but like hour and a half, 2 hours from here. So, like, yeah, I guess he was started with Too Short. But, like, I know, like, my first Mackie board and my microphone came from his studio.
That's what's up, bro. Yeah. It was already blessed when you got it. You know
type shit.
Yeah, that's hard. So, like, kind of going fast forward, like, Middle Tennessee State, that's kind of where a lot of stuff kind of started kicking up for you, right?
Yeah. Like, I ended up meeting a producer and really in like high school, like 10th, 11th grade, Tiggy, and then from there we was friends. And then by the time I got to MTSU, I ran into Isaiah Rashad. That's like literally the first person I met on campus.
Yeah.
And me and him, we just like automatically just had like a cool ass friendship, like, go get on hoes together, just like young boy shit. You know what I'm saying? So like we was cool on that end. And then like after that, pretty much, we just started making music. We ended up running into my friend Black Metaphor. I don't know if you know who that is. He done produced a lot of songs for like Rick Ross, The Game. Like, I don't know. Like, he got like his own list, Nip. Like, it's a bunch of people he done produced for it. But so shout out to him. But like, we all started making music together. And then after that, like me and Zay, we was just like homies. Me and Black was just homies. All of us just met at MTSU, together. And all just like music, for real.
And that's real. And I was going to say, like, that's around the same time that I kind of got, hip to your music, like, when I first heard you and Isaiah Rashad together. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go back to, like, G35, you feel?
Like, that's the homie, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, one of my bros. And it's just, amazing to watch him and, like, all the success he done been able to, like, and watch him grow as an artist, throughout, like, his journey and shit like that as well, bro. Because, like, we really started out together, like, the same grind, like, from level one, like, yeah, we built all that shit together.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say, bro. Like, I definitely built like it was a sound and a vibe that was coming out of chat with both of you guys. You know what I'm saying? That I felt like was refreshing for new ears, or just for refreshing for the South itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause like it was intricate flows. It was a little bit different. Sometimes it was just really catchy, or like just however you felt. It was vibe music. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So like I really enjoyed that.
I still want to get a project done with him. Whenever he got time, me and Zay, we need to like just lock in and like do a collective or like just a duo project, me and him. I feel like that'll be real good for the game.
And that's what I was gonna ask you, just like about the collective itself, like like
yeah.
Can you touch on like what that was for the people who don't know?
Oh yeah, like it was just like really a bunch of homies, bro. Like we just made a collective called the House, and it's the House because we family. Like we all looked at each other as brothers and like family. Like I'm like my mama treat them like her kids as they mamas treat us like they kids, like the same thing. Like you know what I mean? So that's kind of what that stemmed from. And then like my grandmama house, like just for personal, like that we used to always call that the house growing up. Like, hey, we finna go to the house. If you ever be like, oh, I'm finna go to the house, you already know.
Yeah.
Oh, we talking about grandmama house. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, like that's basically like what inspired it. Michael Da Vinci, he another person that was there like at the, start of everything. So like me, Isaiah Rashad, Michael Da Vinci, Chris P, Shuey, like, D Sanders, like it's a whole gang of producers, bro, that we rock with. But yeah, it's just like just some creative shit, just like mines, bro. We all link up together and just make dope shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, smoke a lot of weed in my G35 eye.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. G35 eye, that was the first whip, bro. Like,
yeah.
That was my mama car.
That Chad, too. I mean, On the House is Burning, like, I fool with that, too. You feel me? Yeah, bro. But, all right, like, just to kind of go into it a little bit more, like, after that time with the collective, and then you had, Same Play Entertainment and Sony, and then, like, you went back independent. Like, so being signed, like, under a major, and then going back independent, like, what were some of the things that you experienced or, like, you learned while dealing with putting out your music?
I feel like it was all a learning lesson. I feel like that's, like, it was a good experience. I feel like going to Same Plate and seeing Sony and just seeing, okay, this is all it takes to put out a record, and like this is like the distribution that they use, and this how much it costs to get your videos shot. If they give you this much of an advance, this how much you got to recoup in order to, and just understanding like how the game go, like in that thing, like I feel like it just really taught me a lot of things that like I wasn't, like I knew about, but I just wasn't privy to because like I'm new, and you know what I'm saying? So like by the time we got to the end of it, I remember having a conversation with John, and it was after we did In My Head, and I was trying to put out the I'm Back project. I'm like, bro, I got this hard-ass project, bro, like, what we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? And guess whatever was going on at Same Play to Sony, John was just like, yeah, bro, like, we want you to still be successful, bro. We just gonna let you, walk pretty much. We just gonna let you out your deal pretty much. So I was able to drop I'm Back by myself, and that's how I like got back to independent. But like even through that, like I was still paying attention to how they did shit and was like still trying to implement that into what I was doing. So like if we did a collective project, I'm like, yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to have a rollout. That's what we, you know what I'm saying? And just telling the homies like and all that, like this is how you do shit. So I feel like it was a lot of information that I was able to pick up along the way that like helped me to like be able to do what I was already doing, but like do it on a more professional level or like on a better level, put it more together, from what I was learning over there at Same Play to Sony. And shout out to Jonathan Masters, bro, for like really giving me a shot and an opportunity to like come over there and fuck shit up. Deontay Hitchcock, he was over there too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's real. And like, I don't think I asked, but like, were you ever into like doing your own production? I know you said you was rapping and everything like that, but were you ever into like producing yourself as well?
I actually started out making beats before I ever started wanting to be a rapper. I was like more so like a producer, and then like I ended up like meeting Tiggy, and I was like, me and Tiggy, we went to the same high school, so like we was like. I used to tell him like, hey, bro, yeah, I produce. I hear you make beats, bro. Like, you need to check me out. Like, see what's up. And Tiggy, he a quiet motherfucker. So, like, he'll just be like, all right, word. And we had gym together all the time. So, like, I had my little iPod or whatever. Like, bro, check this out. I just made this beat. And then, like, I think one day, bro, like, he really told me that my shit was trash. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, hold on. And then he was just like, bro, just pull up on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this weekend, just pull up on me at the crib. So, like, I pull up on him at the house, and then I'm hearing his beats. Yeah. And his beats is crazy. Like, I'm just on Fruity Loops fucking around, but his shit was like, nah, this tough. Like, and, like, I know he was heavily influenced by, like, Zaytoven at the time, so it was, like, hearing shit that sounded like stupid Fruity Swag and, shit like that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, I went over there, and, like, I was just hypnotized by the beats, and then I started rapping. After that point, me and him started working. I wasn't really focused on beats like that no more. I was just pretty much rapping now. Like when I go into like rooms with producers, like I still like I mean some people call it co-producing. I don't really like to call it that, but like I definitely get my input on like this how I want the outcome of this beat to be, or I feel like you should change this, or like you know what I'm saying, we should do it like this. Like I definitely do that, but like as far as like hands-on shit like that, nah. I mean I ain't really been on that wave like in the last 10, 11 years for real. Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
It's a little bit difficult behind them boards sometimes, bro.
It is, but I want to pick it back up, bro, because I feel like a lot of opportunities like come with that too, like just you being able to diversify yourself or like just spread, like, cause if a nigga don't want a verse from you, shit, he can damn sure get a beat from you, or it may open up a door over here where you can, you know. I feel like that's how people like Pharrell Williams and shit like that are able to just like float and just. Cause like he's just a creative. He's not limiting himself to like one. Yeah. You know.
What Crit say, more time to the sundown.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But he like exploring all of them. Like I like to make beats. I like to rap. I like to sing. I like to motherfucking make clothes. I like to make shoes. Shit. I like watches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Might as well make it or something.
Yeah.
So let's jump into I Need Money, bro. The latest project. Independent project. Tell me, why did you decide to name it like I Need Money?
I Need Money, it was like kind of, well, first of all, it's like something everybody can relate to. Like everybody, like regardless of what walk of life, like you know, money plays a big factor in why you do the shit you do, like whether because you got bills or responsibilities or whatever. So like I already knew that was like a relatable thing, and then like it was inspired obviously by how high the character, how high that didn't talk. I need money, like so. It was inspired on that on that side too. But I mean, yeah, that's basically like the inspiration pretty much. And then like just speaking about my experiences with money and like evolving and trying to get smarter with money, like what it feel like to blow bags, like you know what I'm saying? Just like every facet of it, and like just I hope it was something there for like people to like take away from it, like. And, like, also, like, understanding, like, although we do need money, like, money don't really mean everything. Like, chasing money, like, and shit like that, like, you could, like, end up missing, you know, true key lessons and stuff like that that you really supposed to, or, like, things that are important, like family or, like, you know, values and, you know, shit like that. So I feel like that's what made me name that project I Need Money. It's just, like, a combination of, like, all those, you know.
Life factors.
Yeah.
For sure. So going into the track, Fresh Out the Bank, got the video out. Tell me, like, what was the vibe that day creating this track and, like, you know, your inspiration behind it?
We was renting out this dude's house, Nolan, like and he had like a studio like on the bottom floor. This is like his house. He lived there. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we'll rent it out for like weeks on end. Like, and that was just like one of the songs that, all right, I will be real. Like, with this whole project, bro, like, this is like a project. I love this project, but, like, this is the project also that I have the most resentment with. Really? Because, like, it took so long for this project to come out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, when you asked me, what was the vibe, like,
I don't remember.
Nigga, that shit was so long ago. Like, I don't even, like, I mean, like, I remember... Yeah, bro. Like I just remember being in the studio and me knowing like that shit really inspired by a true life story. Like, well, not the end part, but like it was inspired by like me being at a show, one of my homies getting ganged in the crowd, and then like me trying to hop out there like help him type shit, and like it just went from there to like, I don't know, I was playing GTA or some shit like that, and by the time we got to the end of the song, we was robbing the motherfucking bank. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much how it went. But like, it was just like more of a metaphor for like the shit people, the things people will do, like or the extremes people will go to, you know, for money. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
I definitely picked that up from like, you know, just listening to the song and then also watching the video. Like, if you pay attention, like you'll get it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the strip club skit, having to, pay $20 to get inside of the club with your smoke is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you gonna charge me to get inside.
Shout out my boy Cup, man. Like in LA. But yeah, hell yeah. No, that shit is crazy. That's how some strip clubs be, bro. It be hard on the yard down here in Atlanta. I'm sure you know.
God damn. Hey, we can get the little experience. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah.
All right, but okay, all summer, right? Now I was listening to this track and it kind of felt like a slow car ride, like I was kind of cruising. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, then like you hit that beat switch, and then it's just like there's a brief moment like of trouble in paradise, and then like it's this high speed like kind of towards the end. So I know you probably, I don't know if that's a song you remember the creation of, but like kind of like break that down for me.
All summer was fun, bro. Like, and then that switch up, I think we had the first part, and we was fucking with the hook, and then we did the first part, and then like we was like, nah, this shit jamming. Like I just want to ball with my dogs all summer, and then like it was just like one day we was in the studio, and Tiggy is like, that's another thing about him. He's just like really meticulous. Like he wants shit to be perfect. So like we thinking we got a track right there, but Tiggy like just really come through and like just switch it up and come with this whole other beat. You know? Like, yeah, like, let's put them bitches together, sir. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that just ended up being, like, a whole nother part, like, to it. But we did that at, like, 2 separate times. And, yeah, that shit just came like that, bro. That's, like, literally what niggas was thinking. Like, rather split the profit with my day ones, get the income, that's the outcome. And that's the whole thing. Like, getting money got to be the only outcome, right? Like, fuck the outcome, nigga. Like, let's get the money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
money first and then everything else.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, that was definitely a time, though. I feel like, I will say about this whole project, I feel like every song on the project was, like, a magical thing in its own. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we definitely like let this project bake, bro. Like we let this shit do everything it needed to do and age how it needed to age. And by the time we brought it out, like it hit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You said you mad that it took so long to come out.
I am, bro. Like, I mean, it was just like so much stuff that came behind that project, bro. Like that, and I just wish we didn't have to go through all that, bro. Because it was a team in place that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was a team in place that we was working very well together. It was like a well-oiled machine. And like shit they had to do, niggas was holding this project hostage. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally wouldn't let me get the files for this motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm talking about like I'm at Sony. We did a whole deal. One of the reasons I was with Sony. Yeah. For this project, nigga. That's one of the reasons they signed me. It's for that project. Yeah. And then, Brody wasn't trying to come up off the shit. So I had to, like, get him, like, in my head and, like, a slew of singles and IOU. Like, you know, shit that I wasn't even really, you know what I'm saying, trying to do. Like, but I'm in a deal now. So I got to produce. I got to produce something. Like, you know what I mean? But, I mean... Yeah, it is what it is now. Like, water up under the bridge, bro. But, like, yeah, bro. Like, that's why this project is the one that I love this project, but definitely the one I had the most resentment over.
I understand.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
But at least it's out now, so we give it room to breathe, give it life. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, definitely go listen to it, bro. I want everybody to go listen to like I Need Money, and I just really want to tell y'all like, you know, just the story behind it, so y'all just know. Niggas went to LA like over this project, got kicked out of mansions over this project, like so much shit happened over this project, label fallouts, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a bunch of shit over this project, like this, like, so. I'm happy to have it out and, you know, be able to move forward. And I feel like this is a new chapter for, you know, just everything coming after this is just going to be heavy. And I'm happy that we was also able to send this project off, you know, the right way as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm excited for y'all to see what we got coming after this. Yeah, for sure. I feel like this is just like a rebirth for Tip of the Iceberg. But everything coming after this is going to fuck y'all up. Like, for real, for real. Yeah. Yeah. I
feel that 100%. I'm excited for the future, my brother.
Yeah.
All right, so just to go into a couple of more tracks now. On Hold You Up, right? It was like, there's a small little bar in there. I felt like it was hella relatable to my life because it's just like, yes, I will find a way to fuck it up. You know what I'm saying?
You know I will.
Yeah.
I started liking you at first, and then all of a sudden something I don't like the way you chew and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, this can't work out no more, bro. Like, nigga, I always find a reason to, I don't know, but I feel like that's us, like, just like, I don't know, you trying to chase your dreams and shit like that, like, and you be feeling like certain stuff gonna keep you away from that. Like, so you obviously, like, go find a way to fuck it up because, like, you can't really imagine you being in this situation for the rest of your life, which sucks and probably causes a lot of us to end up old and alone, but better than a life not live. You feel me?
You feel me? Yeah, you funny as hell.
For real.
Right. So, like, the multiple, that interlude, it was, like, hella soulful. You know what I'm saying? But then, like, there's a jump down to Much to Lose. Who was singing on that whole track? Was that Elijah the whole time?
That's my boy Elijah Dex, and I only come on there and say "fuck you," like you know what I'm saying. But like, he was like, "You want to add something on this?" So I was like, "Yeah, fuck you." I did it like Usher on "You Don't Have to Call." Mm-hmm. Like, no, you remind me. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, bro, because I was listening to it, and it was just like, at first, like, it played, I heard it singing, and I was just like, okay, cool. I was waiting on it, and then the song ended, and I was just like, wait, hold on. So I went back and played it again. I was like, was this nigga singing the whole time? No.
Yeah, Elijah Dax, shout out to him, bro. Yeah. Like, he a whole-ass, cold-ass singer. Like, I don't know, bro. His vocals is insane, bro. I think he, like, out in Nashville right now, like, just taking over everybody trap and shit like that. But he a cold motherfucker, bro, and I need to get him on some more shit. I appreciate him, Sam Hudgens, like, all them, being a part of, this project and,
Word.
Hell yeah.
For sure. All right, so like the House of Strippers skit, right? Like the peer pressure that be in a strip club is all the way crazy too. You know what I'm saying? But if you are broke, you do need to go home and get
exactly. But niggas be feeling pressured in that motherfucker. Like, oh goddamn, hold on, hey, man, let me go get some ones, goddamn, because nigga, I ain't finna be no peon in this motherfucker.
Swear to God, bro. Like, let me get a bottle or something. Spend some money.
Nigga be doing far too much in that motherfucker.
Exactly. Like
everybody done been there before.
Hell yeah. I should have took my ass home in the first place.
Yeah, for real. You be knowing when it's time to go, though, man. Yeah. You can be the polite nigga in the corner, just smoke a blunt, bro, and order some wings, man. You ain't got to do all that. Like,
do all that. Still yelling, who that over there in the corner eating them wings? Tripping. All right, so first, who is Big Rube?
Big Rube, Outkast, Dungeon Family. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, y'all, you ever see ATL?
Yeah.
When Ant got shot at the end, the nigga that's doing the spoken word, bro. Like, that's, I'm sure majority of the people know who the fuck I'm talking about now, bro. But, if you go listen to Outkast, Dungeon Family, like, Goody Mob, this nigga pop up in all day, this choreography. Future first project, that nigga was on that motherfucker, opening it. He was on that bitch somewhere, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, bro, Big Rube the guy, bro. And shout out to him coming through and, like, giving us that spoken word, bro. But, like, I've always been inspired by him, bro. Like, just acrobat. Like, what the fuck else can I say, bro? That nigga, he put them words together so well. But, like, growing up, that's somebody I really used to study as well as, the whole Outkast, Goody Mob. Like, all the people, like, yeah.
No, that's a vibe. That's a vibe. So, like, going into it, like, that, I felt like that was a perfect intersection into Corner Stories 3, Starlito. So, like, it's just the vibe of it. Like, Big Rube, he came through very soulful, very, like, intellectual, inspiring, and everything like that. And then Corner Stories 3 is just very soulful. It's, like, it's cool, it's calm, it's chill. And, like, Starlito's always been one of them dudes that you add to that kind of music. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
So, like, I mean, do you remember, like, were y'all in the studio together cooking that up or no?
Starlito, one of the realest niggas I ever met in rap. And I feel like a lot of people say that. But, like, legit one of the realest niggas I met in rap. First time I met Starlito, bro, I was in Chattanooga and this nigga pulled up on me at my trap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where we was like, you know what I'm saying, recording and stuff like that. Like, and he pulled up in his powder blue Porsche and shit. Asked me about some weed. We get us some weed. I ain't even supposed to be smoking in this building that I'm in. Like, you know what I'm saying? We started smoking in that motherfucker. Next thing you know, like, we recording. That's how I got my first song with Starlito. But that one, I ended up going to Nashville and we had like a studio session, or we had a studio booked out, and he just came through, and Starlito just didn't always show love, bro. Like, a real ass nigga, bro. He ain't never bust my head in or text me on like. He just a real nigga, bro. Like, 100%. And he just fuck with niggas, bro. That showed me how humble it was, bro, when he came to Chattanooga and he put up on me at the stoop, bro. Mm-hmm. And then they was shooting like Step Brothers, like a video for one of the Step Brothers. Niggas had like a clubhouse. It was like a house in a tree. Yeah. Nigga let me pull up to that motherfucker, bro. Like when Don Tripp them that was there, bro. Like, so I ain't got nothing but respect and love and, you know, nothing but positive shit to say about Starlito.
Yeah. Real spill. Nah, shout out to Starlito, man, and Don Tripp, man.
And thank you for being a part of I Need Money and helping me, you know, do Corner Stories 3. So, hell yeah.
100%. So, like, if there was a track on the project itself that you were really excited for people to hear, like, what track would that be for you?
On that made the project? Mm-hmm. New Things probably is one of my favorites, like, on it. Like, Homicide, too. Like, it's, like, Homicide is definitely one that people need to, like, listen to. Because, like, everybody have been there, too, like, in, I don't know, just like in relationships, like, one person fucking up and, you know, like, they doing shit or thinking, you know. Yeah. But it's like, you know, I ain't trying to settle down and you can't settle for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think that, but New Things, I like the hook. Really resonates with me. Message. Mm-hmm. I tell people to check out Message because it's definitely a message in that. Like, and I feel like we've all been there. Like, at some point, if you young, shit, don't just wait, nigga. Like, you gonna see what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
keep living. That's what they say, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, that's hard. But I know, like you said that made the project, right? When I asked you that question, so there must have been a track that you like, you know, that didn't make the project that you waiting to drop that you want the people to hear.
I want to put it out so bad. My boy Monrovia, like he started doing folk music, bro. But it's like a song I wrote for him that was supposed to be on I Need Money, and it's called Shivers. Bro. It sound like some old like EGMT, Electric Feel, like shit like that. Like it sound like in that, you know, feel, like in that range. But it was just like a song I wrote, and I knew I couldn't sing it. And I had the song in my head, so he was like, bro, just write down the lyrics for me, and I'll sing it for you. And I'm like, I wrote it down, like, showed him how to do it. I mean, I be trying to leak it from time to time, so I still, like, if I be playing it, I just post it on my Instagram or some shit like that. It's just like, that's the song I'm talking about, motherfucker. But, yeah. Shout out to Monrovia and all the big things he doing. I know he been, like, all over the place right now, so. Yeah. We couldn't get that one cleared, but if we ever do a deluxe or something, that bitch is definitely gonna be over there.
For sure.
Yeah.
Nah, that's funny. You trying to leak your own music every once in a while, bro.
Yeah. So I gotta leak that one, bro. The streets need that one.
The streets need it. All right, so just to kind of wrap it up, man. Like, you know, you've had a long career within this game, and yet you're still going. I feel like it's really like a brand new vibe, brand new time for you. You know what I'm saying? Within that though, like, what would you say like hip hop means to you at this point?
Hip hop itself is some fugazi ass shit, and I know I'm probably not supposed to say that, like, but like I'm just saying, like, the whole culture or concept of it is ass backwards, like, in a way, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel exactly like they promote a lot of shit or feed a lot of shit to us. It's like the black community or black people, bro, that's really self-destructive. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of ways. And like in my music, I feel like I try to do the opposite and like give you something with some substance that you can take away from it. But like if everybody promoting like all these, you know, bad habits or, you know, stuff like that, that's the reason why our race can't never get right, bro. Like if you want to be honest, because like all this, you know, shit around this like little culture, bro. But I love rap. I love music. Like I love hip hop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the art of it. But I just want us to stop doing corny shit and just get our shit together and get back to the real and stop doing shit just for clicks and viral shit. Yeah. I feel like that shit lame as hell.
Nah, you're 100% right, bro. And I appreciate that you said that, especially with you being one of those artists that I felt like was always pushing that button initially for, you know, kids like me that weren't into the drill culture all the way. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we having fun, we getting money. We might be doing a little bit of trapping. We might be bagging your hoes.
But
You
it's
feel
like
me?
me trying to tell niggas like to go spin and like do all this other shit, bro, that like really don't result. And like I don't know, if you just got a bunch of young niggas going and walking out in public thinking like that, you can only imagine how detrimental that is to us as like a race or a society. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's how I feel, and I feel like that's probably where we should cut this because I'm getting too real over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but nah, bro, we appreciate you, man. Keep putting good music on the map, bro. Keep doing your thing. Anytime you in the A, you know you got love right here.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man.